Hello, welcome to When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes, wearing a First Descendant pullover. Game I don't play anymore because it was a waste. It was a waste of time. The game had everything I liked. It had hot chicks in it. Okay, it had a lot of hot chicks in it. But the problem is, uh, it was the oh God, how you say the crafting system, the all the items you need to create a weapon or a descendant. It took forever. Like they made it a challenge to get the items you want to craft the other item you want. And after playing it, God, I don't know how long I played it, but I had a lot of hours. Okay, like total, whatever. Let's just guess, like roughly over 1,000 hours. I still did not have enough materials to make Ultimate Bunny. Can you believe that? Anyway, my favorite person to look at, Tyler Spaghetti. She has a video called "I Adopted a Frog Story Time." I am sure it's going to be riveting. Okay, but we are going to react to every video she has ever made. And for the rest of her life, my life, I will react to what she does. Because that's how committed I am to this stupid, idiotic thing that I thought it was a good idea. There's no turning back, folks. Okay, I almost adopted a frog. Let's see what she has to say.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tyler. Today I have a story time about
Today,
how I almost adopted a tree frog because that happened.
I am so interested. Please go on.
Too windy. So the whole thing started. My mom texted me.
Now that's the third time she said mom. It's usually parents, so I don't know if she gets along with her parents, but she usually calls them parents. And I remember the first time she called her mom. She would, I mean, parent. So I don't know, or maybe she doesn't want to use gendered pronouns. She is woke.
Somebody left a frog outside of her apartment, just in the hallway, just randomly in the hallway. Hi, people. Um, and me being like the reptile person, she texted me and she was like, somebody left a poisonous frog in the hallway and I'm scared. And I was like, a poisonous frog? What? Like, I, just a poisonous frog? And she was like, yeah, it looks poisonous. It's in a little cage. I'll send you a picture, but I'm scared to go outside. And I was like, okay. I was really confused at this point because I was like, a poisonous frog? Like, do I need to call some animal management people?
I don't know what to say. This is I just I don't know what to say. Uh, if someone called me, and it doesn't matter what the animal is, there's a poisonous something in the hallway. Can you get it? I'd be like, this is a setup. Obviously, this is obviously a setup. You don't call someone and tell them there's something poisonous. Can you go get it? No. So that sounds like a woman that doesn't like you. Oh my God, this is real life is funnier than TV. I swear.
To come deal with a poisonous frog? I don't know. Anyway, she went out. She sent me a video on Instagram. Can I speak? If you know how Instagram is, if you send a video through the chat, you can't rewatch it. So it was like this 3-second video, and it's in this little critter keeper. I don't know. I work at a pet store, so
Oh my god, we know.
that's what it's called.
We
It's
know.
like a
How many times is she gonna do that? How many times is she gonna flash that PetSmart on her shirt? She is impressed with herself.
little container that you use to transport really small reptiles, or if you are keeping crickets alive, you keep them in a little like plastic thing. Actually, I'm gonna put a little video in here just to like show what it looked like. It's a bad video because I was just trying to deal with the situation. I was under the impression that I was gonna keep him, but that did not happen. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in.
I wouldn't want that as a pet.
So you saw that. Yeah, I was in a little tiny critter keeper. My mom sent me the video, and it was really bad quality because she was scared to like even go close to it. So I saw it, and I was like, "Mother, that is not a poisonous frog." She thought it was a dart frog. Girl, that's a tree frog.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but it looked like just a regular old frog. I don't know why the person the person probably thought it was poisonous because it had like big red eyes or something like that. It's a demon frog. Watch out for them demon frogs.
I believe it's a red-eye tree frog. I believe so. I'm not a frog person, but pretty sure that's a red-eye tree frog. Um, and I was like, okay. She sent me the video, and I was like, okay, I'm going to come over and take him home. I was like, oh, I'm gonna save this frog. I'm gonna take him home. You'll see how my hair does that flippy thing. I hate that, so I'm trying to like make it stop. But then that looks weird.
I don't care. Okay.
I don't know. Where was I? I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna take this frog home
She failed ninth grade. Just okay.
because the video she sent me, it looked fine. Like, it looked fine. It was just in this little tiny critter keeper with like moss on the bottom, and it had a water dish. There was no water in it when I got there. So, anyways, I'm gonna go on a rant about these people after I get done with my actual story because I can't stay on one topic. My manager is back there. Yeah. So, I'm scared. Should I be scared? I don't know.
I had a girlfriend who failed third grade, and I've known people throughout the years. People who fail a grade are a special kind of people. Like it's really hard to fail a grade. Well, because you usually have at least a parent to help you with the homework. Friends, you can ask the teacher for. Like, you have to really be bad to fail a grade. But all these people seem to have one thing in common, and that they're special.
I don't want her to see me just speaking to myself on my phone. But I texted my other parent who was at home with me, hey, can I keep this frog? Like, somebody just left it outside my mom's apartment. And, like, can I keep it? Because, like, it's a pet. Like, it's not a wild frog. You don't... My impression is that you don't just find a red-eye tree frog in Florida. Like, in the city. So...
Maybe it had business. You don't know. Maybe the red-eyed tree frog, I don't know, like had a job or something. Like I don't know.
So I was like, yeah, we can't let him go because he's a pet. If you let any pet go, he's going to die. Like any pets. That's why you don't like release fish. You don't release your frogs. You don't You don't release your reptiles. I know so many people just like release their snakes. Anyways, I'm getting back on track. Don't do that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
The funniest video I've ever seen was I don't know why. This woman bought like a mouse and released it because he wanted the mouse to be free. So she goes to the park, goes to the middle of the park, opens up the little cage, and the mouse won't leave. And then she has to force the mouse out, and then the mouse won't leave her side. And then the mouse starts running for its life, and then like a hawk swoops down and grabs it and flies away. I'm like, what are you doing? But anyway.
Take this frog. And my parent was like, yeah, okay, just send me a picture of the frog and maybe I'll let you keep him. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a frog parent. I was so excited. Like, I was doing research on this frog.
Oh god.
Frogs are easy to take care of, at least most frogs. Can I speak? Especially like tree frogs, green tree frogs, red-eye tree frogs. They're easy to take care of. So that's
They're so easy to take. They're so easy to take care of. You found it abandoned in the hallway. Something's not right.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this frog in and I will either keep him, or if I don't really want to deal with him, then I will get somebody to adopt him from me, because I work at a pet store. So
Don't care. If you say you work at a pet store one more time,
I mean, I have people that want frogs. And he would have needed a nice home. Anyways, I got there. I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to my work and buy some stuff for this frog. I'm gonna spoil this frog. I love this frog already. I was thinking of names for this frog. For Rog. Sorry. Yeah, I was very excited, obviously.
you need a life.
But I got there. I saw him and I immediately took that video that you saw on Snapchat and I picked up the container because I was going to bring it into my mom's apartment because I was going to stay there for a bit. There was like an infestation of flies and maggots. Yeah. This frog was not okay. I thought somebody just like
I mean, of course. Oh my god. I mean, usually when any animal is abandoned, it's not coming from a good place.
left their frog out there, put him out there for like an hour because they didn't want him. No, this frog has been dying for weeks. Whoever the flip had this frog starved him. He was so skinny, like you could see the dents. And you know, like red-eye tree frogs, they have like a very skinny body, but no, this dude had dents. And
Are we going to have a emotional moment because a random tree frog was neglected? Please, for the love of God, let's don't. Let's don't. Okay.
his eyes were not okay. They were like sealed shut. He was not good, and there were flies flying.
It didn't look good from the first picture. It looked gross because of the yellow coloring on its chin. I'm like, well, that's, once again, I'm not a frog expert, but usually yellow isn't good, unless you're a bee. See how smart I am?
All over him. Like I said, there was a water bowl, no water in it. Guys, I'm so mad at this person.
Oh my
These
god!
people left this red-eye tree frog, which is a beautiful frog. They are so pretty. They're not hard to take care of. They're not. Like, why are you getting
It is on meth. You ever try to get shit done when you're on meth? You can't even feed your cat. Forget about a tree frog. Oh god, that's like
a frog to not take care of it? I don't understand. Do you have to park right next to me? Um, and then they leave it in this box. This little critter keeper outside of their apartment. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. It had moss, which is nice because they need it to be humid. But no, this frog has been starved for such a long time.
I think what happened was, and I'm being serious. It was God, what's it called? Like train spotting. You're on a bender, you know. One day turns into 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I forgot to feed the baby. You know, it happens. You know? Trust me, a tree frog is not on your top 10 list of priorities when you're on a bender. Okay? I know it's, but the most logical explanation is whoever was quote unquote taking care of this frog was on a bender, and the last thing you care about when you're slamming lines of cocaine, the last thing you care about is your tree frog. Okay?
This frog was so skinny. And had flies and maggots literally all over the place. Just, how does it get to that point where it's that much of an issue? And then you just leave it outside your.
I'm not going to put the emotional weight deserved for a human being onto a tree frog. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm a people person first. I'm an America first type of person. I'm a vodka first type of person. Okay? I am not going to go on a field trip over a damn frog. Okay?
Apartment with the lid on for it to starve to death. What is wrong with you? This frog is just out here in an apartment hallway in a box that's locked shut to starve.
Yeah.
So, anyways, long story short,
I'm a
I
frog
was
killer.
going to adopt this frog,
But no, you're not.
and then he turned out to be very sick. Listen, if he was just like starved, I would have taken him in. But this dude had maggots and flies all over the place. And I have reptiles at home. I have 3 lizards. I have a fish and a cat. I was gonna have a frog, but that didn't happen. So I can't bring a diseased animal into my home.
And you know what I've noticed? The more animals a girl has, the more mentally unstable she is. Like every girl I've dated that's been a pet girl, you know, had lots of pets, has been mentally unstable. Just something I've noticed throughout the years. More pets equals more crazy. Avoid women with pets.
Now, if I had a separate room, that would be cool.
A frog room?
But I don't live alone. I don't just have like free range of my house to have like a reptile room or like a sick animal room. So yeah, I didn't take him home. I took him to a lake and I opened the thing. I opened the critter keeper that we can I speak? I opened the critter keeper that he was in, which was very hard to do. I don't know why. It was like locked in. It took me like 5 minutes to open the thing.
Wow.
I don't know what was going on. But I opened it and these flies freaking swarmed out of the stupid box. And the frog was just sitting in there. And then I went into my mom's apartment. And then I went back out like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours later. And the frog was still in the box. So I don't know what happened to the frog. I don't know. I wish I could have taken him in, but he was like diseased. He was not okay. And I'm not bringing that in my house. But yeah, that's my story time of weird animal things that have happened to me now. Um I'm not gonna lie, I was really sad because I was like, I'm gonna get a frog. I mean, he's gonna be so cute. He was such a pretty frog.
I thought you said he was all diseased and there's got to be a better YouTuber to react to. There's got to be.
Go look up red eye
No,
tree frogs right
no,
now.
no.
I know there's a video, but it doesn't like actually show you what the frog looked like because it was outside of the little container and it was very humid, so it was like all condensation all over the glass. But yeah, look them up. They are gorgeous. I was so excited. But no, I'm not getting a frog. I'm not. Um, Although if I do find another, that dog is so giant. It's a giant dog. It's like a horse. I don't know. Yeah. If somebody could please leave out another red-eyed tree frog that's not diseased.
Go to the store and get your own. How about that? Hmm? Just saying.
Just leave it out and I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't actually do that. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Although I would take it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I would take it. I would take it. I would have a good little tree frog buddy. But, like, lesson learned, don't get an animal if you can't take care of it. I don't know if you can't find them here. You can find a ton of other frogs, but you don't find tree frogs. At least not red-eye tree frogs here. So, they had to buy it somewhere and then let it starve for weeks, maybe months. I don't know. And then just leave it out.
Wait, I don't know any living creature that can starve for months and still survive. Oh wait, like don't like snakes can eat like once, whatever, like once a year, or just. But no, but like I don't. It wasn't starving for months. Someone did drugs and forgot the frog for a week. That's all that happened, and that's happened a million times. I've heard so many stories about that. So
Outside their apartment. Like, that was totally fine. Like, they just thought that that was the perfect thing to do with a frog.
it's a frog.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently that was what we were doing. Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Sure.
I'll see y'all whenever I upload. My upload schedule is going to change eventually from Wednesdays to Tuesdays. So I'm either gonna see you next Tuesday or I'm gonna see you next Wednesday. And something's gonna change eventually. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna leave. I have to go to work. And I'm gonna tell my coworkers about the story because I just think it's funny.
You're so
Not
cool.
funny as in like
You're
the
so
animal
cool.
suffering, but like
You're the best.
I almost got a frog. I'm still really sad about that. Like, how do you just have a frog in?
You should be sad because you're gender fluid. That's what you should really be sad about. Yeah. Okay.
You leave it out there, like you let it. Okay, I'm not gonna. I already ranted enough. So I'll see y'all next week. Have a good entire week, and have a good Saturday, and have a good Sun. That doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say have a good Wednesday.
Have a good
As in
Thursday.
assumptions that I am posting this on a Wednesday. If I'm not, then I'm sorry. I also hope you have a good
Thursday.
Tuesday. I'm just not gonna
No.
put that in my intro because it's
Okay.
not
Okay.
my outro. My outro, not my intro. It's just
Uh-oh.
not my outro, so I don't feel
Okay.
like doing that.
Okay.
Am I okay? I just said all that for no reason.
Mhm.
Anyways, have a good Wednesday, have a good Thursday, have a good Friday, have a good week, have a good weekend. I'll see y'all next week, someday. One day, maybe. I don't want to promise anything because what if I die? Anyways, bye.
She's insane. Okay. Um. Yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.